Hello friends, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. So, last time we began Ike's adventure with the Greil Mercenaries, and we've already had a couple bandit battles. So, let's see how things continue. I think we're going to be dealing with some seafaring bandits this time. We got pirates in the title. So let's begin Chapter 3, Pirates Aground. Now, if you do remember last chapter, Ike and the boys did end up disobeying orders, so let's see how that turns out for him, shall we? You wanted to see me, Father? Sit down, Ike. We haven't had a chance to speak yet. Titania told me what happened while I was gone. About the kidnappings. About my own men disobeying Titania's direct orders. I was the one who left first. I'll take responsibility for everything. No fair playing the martyr. Nobody made me go with you. I left of my own free will. I'm ready to accept my punishment too. Wait, what am I saying? Please, Commander Greil. Titania entrusted me with her orders. If anyone's to blame for this mess, it's me. I'm the one who should be punished. I set a poor example, Commander Greil. Any punishment should be mine alone. I'm pleased to see that you're willing to shield one another. However, regardless of your reasons, you disobeyed the orders of a superior officer. You are confined to quarters for 10 days. But, Father, they did what they did to help me and Rolf. Rules exist for a reason, Mist. Men won't survive on a battlefield if they do as they wish without so much as a by your leave. I understand, and accept the reprimand. That being said, we've got more work than we can handle. Your punishment is deferred until things calm down. Oscar, Boyd, Reese, you come with me. Shannon, Gatry, and you, Ike, you're with me. A small mercenary company with too many things to handle. Well, at least Ike got out of his punishment for now. Yar-ho-ho, me belly's emptier than a first mate's head. Fetch me some grub. I haven't had to do the pirate voice in a while. I guess I'll be doing that a bit more this chapter. So this time we're dealing with seafaring bandits. That's the pirate ship in question, isn't it? Aye, they sailed into port a few days ago and have been causing trouble ever since. I pray that you and your companions can drive them away. I understand. We'll do all that we can. Feathering sea scum is like shooting apples off a tree. Let's do the job. Sorry, it took me a moment to actually read what that said. Let's do the job and get out of here. Ho, Deputy Commander, you want standard thunder and lightning maneuvers here? Thunder and lightning? Yeah, I crash into him like thunder, and Shinnon rains arrows down on him like lightning. Sounds good. What should I do? Let's hold back and let Shinnon and Gatry soften them up. Once they've whittled down the numbers, we'll all rush the ship and wipe out whatever's left. A sound plan. Are you all ready? Greil Mercenaries, move out! Alright. So starting this chapter, we get access to the battle prep screen, so we can freely reorganize our items as we need to, and then we'll be ready for the fight. Now, because of how things are, we do not have Oscar, Boyd, or Reese this chapter. We have instead Titania, newcomers Shinnon and Gatry. Now, Shinnon is a promoted archer, or a sniper, and he's very good for the early portions of the game. His skill here, Provoke, as it says, literally provokes enemies into attacking first. So I don't actually know any of like percentage chances or whatnot that how this skill works, but I just know its premise, which is enemies will be more enticed to attack Shinnon, or anyone who's got the Provoke skill on them, over other units. Now you might think that's bad for an archer class unit who can't really counterattack a lot, but for this early portion of the game, you'll actually see how it uniquely works for Shinnon. Now, Shinnon also comes with the Archer Band, if my notes say right. That is a skill speed boosting band. So just if I need to, I can transfer that around. Now, Gatry here is a knight, so high defense, good strength, and very low resistance, typical armor unit. Now, Gatry doesn't have any skills on him, but Gatry is actually a very good armor class unit, so if you need a tank, Gatry knows how to get it done. Now, Gatry also comes with a Knight Band, so that is Strength and Defense. Now, because I'm in the battle prep screen, I can reposition my units as well as reorganize items. So I'm just going to do a little bit of work here. Yeah, I want Titania to do that. Now, even though Oscar, Boyd, and Rolf, or not Rolf, we'll get Rolf later. Because Oscar, Boyd, and Reese are unavailable, we can't field them, but we can work items around in their inventories right now if we need to. Now, I believe everyone's doing fine as it is, so I'm not going to do too much, but I might as well take a band and just have Ike use it for now. What would be good for him? You know what, just for kicks, I'm going to put the priest band on. Just for kicks. I don't know if it'll do anything, but just in case. Gatry, could be anything that's worth it. I don't think at present. Okay. Just for kicks. Maybe it'll get him a point of resistance and maybe a little extra luck. Who knows? He's doing really good in the strength and speed department, and that's what I want to see right now. Alright, well, everyone's items are good. Everyone's geared up, as I tend to do. We're just going to do a quick safety save. That way I don't have to redo any of that extra work. And then we begin the fight. Alright, so we got to deal with a bunch of pirates here. Haveti being the boss here. And this would not be here if this was the very first playthrough. So we do get a thief band drop. And then we also have a hand axe that can be dropped, a vulnerary, 2 vulneries. And that'll do it. Okay. Now, I do know of an event that happens in this chapter, so I am going to be playing this a little bit more offensively minded to get through all the units here, because I have to get to at least here quickly. So, we will have... I'm going to have Titania rush. Can I do? Yes, I can. Now, as I have been playing, I've been letting my lower class units try to get a little bit more experience into them. But for this chapter, as you can see, all I have are Ike and higher level units. So in that situation, just let the battles go where they may. All right, you know what? Shinon, you come over here. Yeah, go ahead. Nicely done. Okay, Gatry doesn't have enough movement. That's kind of typical for Armor Knights. So we'll just let Gatry move up there. And you know what? Ike, go ahead, finish off. See what that level up will get us. No luck, no res. Why am I not surprised? But hey. Now here's that event in question. Hey you, boat monkey! You tricked me, didn't you? Tricked ye? What a vile and nasty thing to be saying. Don't you agree, matey? Yar, that I do. There be nothing but honest pirates aboard this ship, missy. You said you knew the whereabouts of my older brother. That's why I came all the way to your ship. Aye, and we do know. He was on board for a while, and then... Do you recall where he went, matey? Yar, that I do. He was a penniless oaf, so he tossed his worthless carcass into the roiling waves. Yar. My brother? That's horrid. Horrid? Did he say horrid? Your scurvy brother was the horrid one. He lost a game of chance, he did. If you lose, ye must pay, and that scallywag tried to cheat me, by shanty Pete he did. Calm yourself, me hearty. Yar. After all, his darling sister's come to pay us a visit. What say ye work off your brother's debt? What say I run you through with my lance and call it a day? Oh, it matters not ye be a Pegasus knight, lassie. A wee minnow like yourself is no match for us sea dogs. Prepare yourself, ye flying wench. I'm not afraid of you, Clambake. Ooh, I forget some of the sassy one-liners that this game offers. Clambake. If your axe is as dull as your wit, this'll be over in no time. So, the Pegasus Knight there, Marcia, she sets herself down right in the midst of all those pirates. Now, Marcia can dodge, but it's not perfect. So, as you can see, a bunch of axe wielders are coming up. If we're unlucky, Marcia is going to bite the bullet. So, we're going to make sure that doesn't happen. There we go, as Provoke says. So as you can see, if you are trying to train units, luring them to Shinon so that there's no counterattacking can be a viable strategy. And meanwhile, Gatry is just tanking. Now, of course, Shinon's not invincible, but the provoke thing is very useful. Now, Marcia does have a vulnerary in her inventory, so she can heal, but it is not unlimited. Okay, she's doing decent with dodges. I'm okay with this. That ends a turn. And she's not going to heal. Okay, I have to take care of some... I have to take care of some offense in front of her. Alright, this is the strongest. So I'm going to take a few things out of the way. Now, if Marcia dies, I am going to restart the chapter. This is, like, as I was saying, like, I know Fire Emblem's all about, like, you know, keeping units alive, and there is the pressure to do so. And if units die, then, you know, they're dead forever kind of deal. Like, I get that. I am someone who does like to play with all the units staying alive, because I just find it makes the story very nice. Like, everything I find is written for everyone being alive, so I like to enjoy the story in that kind of way. Okay. Now, I do have Ike down here. I have to get Ike up there to talk to Marcia in order for her to retreat. As long as I keep her safe, she won't fly away on her own. So I'm going to go ahead and visit the village. And we got a very unique sprite here. I wonder if we'll see this fellow here more often throughout the story. This town seems quite unruly, wouldn't you say? Is it always this dangerous? Oh, so it's plagued by pirates, is it? I see. That would explain why the people here seem so anxious. You seem so very young, and you claim you were hired to rid the town of these pesky pirates? Here, perhaps you should take this. It might help you if you run into trouble contending with the pirates. But do hurry. I came all this way to see the world-famous fish market, and I'll never do so with those ruffians around. Best of luck to you. And we get a very powerful elixir. So unlike the vulneraries healing up 10 health, the elixirs will heal all our health. Okay, and that's good. Now see there, the archer did not go for Shinon, so provoke isn't perfect at the looks. Alright, and now... Okay, there's another hit. That should make Marcia heal up. Okay, yep, everyone's going for Shinon, as predicted. Darn, you went for the far one. Okay, everything seems good so far. And you're healing. That's what I want to see. Alright. Let's figure out... What do I do next? Well, I can attack the sword fighter at least. Good, I barely take damage. Ike is doing very good. And we got a rank up. Nice. So just like usual Fire Emblems, weapon ranks can go from E rank to S rank. So E, D, C, B, A, and then S. Yes, that is how the alphabet works in Fire Emblem games. Alright. We can definitely start weakening. Okay, that's good. Now Gatry cannot get up there. So why don't we do this? So that means two of them will probably go for Shinon, and then one will either go for Gatry or Ike. Meanwhile, Titania, I need you to take care of this bandit. There we go. The sword fighter won't be a huge problem because lower damage output and still healing. Alright. Ah, good. She's doing good on the dodging. Like, I don't know the odds, but knowing that she is beating weapon triangle advantage is quite a blessing. Okay. Ah, you went around. Okay. Nope, still healing. That's fine. As long as she has health, that means I can talk to her. Okay. So So we'll have Gatry come over here. We'll take the sword fighter out. Just like that. You're weak, you're not. Let's do this. Nice crit by the sniper. Meaning I can do this. Okay, and then meanwhile, back up here on the ship, Titania, please take care of this axe fighter. Well done. And a hand axe onto Titania. That's perfect. Ooh, there we go. Marcia putting in work. Alrighty. Now that we got everyone all figured out here, let's get them onto the ship. Is there any chance I can shove Ike closer? Now here's another thing with shoving as well. Since it doesn't use up the unit's turn, if you create a good enough shove chain, you can actually get them much closer to objectives. Now what do we got? Swords, axes, mostly hand axes. That'd be good for Shinon, I think. I'm not going to move until everyone gets closer. But, I do have to get Ike up here to talk to Marcia, so let's do just that. Oh, crackers. There's too many of them. I don't want to die here. Brother, this might be the end. Hey, are you alright? So cold, so... Huh? Don't give up. Who are you? I'm a mercenary. The villagers hired us to get rid of these pirates. Are you gonna help me? Of course. Let me and my companions take it from here. You can escape while the pirates are distracted. Oh, hey, that would be fantastic. Thanks so much. I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything. It's all in a day's work. Aw, you're helping me out. I should show my gratitude somehow. That's nice, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Just get yourself somewhere safe, please. Well then, I'll come talk to you about repaying my debt later. What's your name, handsome? I'm Ike. I'm with the Greil Mercenaries. Ike, got it. And I'm Marcia, a Pegasus Knight of Benyon. Don't forget me. Alright, I'll be seeing you later. Won't be seeing Marcia for a few chapters yet, but, it's good that we got to Marcia and she didn't bite the bullet there, because that is a very likely possibility. Alright. Now we got everyone onto the ship. So I'm gonna do... Well, let's get working here. Now you got your Iron Lance. Get everyone ready to do some combat here. Now the only thing that's left is the Thief Band, right? Yeah, so as long as everyone's item selections are fine, yep. Won't matter who we face. Aha, provoke did work. Ooh, nice shot. Alright, boss moves, no surprise. Yar, you busted me gut, you rudderless fool. Do you truly think you can face me, mighty axe, and live? Yeah, that's the plan. Alright. Aha! Alright. Definitely not enough for the doubling, but I'm okay with this. Nice dodge, too. Oh, and double. That works. Now, because I don't think I've explained it yet, how it works in this game to determine whether or not units can double. So units have what is called an attack speed, or combat speed, or however you want to do it. Typically, that is your speed stat. And if the combat speed is 4 or more than the opponent, you get to double attack. Now, if you also notice there, that bandit has higher speed than Gatry. How did... I suppose I should also say, I keep saying Gatry and Gatry, so I probably am going to try to say Gatry, but if it's the opposite, just pretend I'm saying it. So how combat speed works, it looks at a weapon's weight, and then compares it to your strength stat. So if the weight of a weapon is higher than your strength stat, you suffer a penalty to your speed. So if Gatry wields his Iron Lance, he has more strength than the weight, so he can wield it without penalty, and his combat speed would be 5. If the Steel Lance is held, that is 1 weight higher than his strength, so he suffers a 1 speed penalty, and his combat speed would be 4. Now over here with this Bandit, combat speed of 7, but if you look at the Steel Axe here, it's got a weight of 15. So this Bandit wielding the Steel Axe right now would actually suffer a penalty of 7 speed, which drops the Bandit's combat speed all the way down to 0. So this Bandit got no speed, and even someone like Gatry can double. Alright. Let's try... I want to take care of these two. There we go. Ike, I'll let you come up here and do a couple sword swings. There we go. Nicely done. Alright, Shinon. Okay, no way you would die. Critical hit. Nice! Now, if I planned that better, I suppose I should have let Ike handle that one. But, you know what? Titania, you haven't seen a boss kill yet. Go ahead. Yar, help me. Well... there we go. And there we go. That is all the pirates. We've driven off all the pirates. Your people will suffer no more indignities at their hand. Oh, that is joyful news. Here is your pay as promised. Thank you very much. And if you find yourself in need again, do not hesitate to send word. Of course, of course. All of you put on a most marvelous show. Such combat skills. To be honest, I was expecting Commander Greil to be here today. When I saw just you, nothing more than, well, no offense, a band of children, well, I will admit to being a tad nervous. I apologize for troubling you. Unfortunately, Commander Greil has other pressing matters to attend to. Oh no, don't apologize. There's no need. After all, you got rid of those brigands, and you did it impeccably well. It's a fine compliment you pay, sir, but it was our pleasure. As a matter of fact, you're more than good enough to be in the Royal Army if you so desired. Especially your Commander Greil. He's far and away better than most any general I've seen hereabouts. What I mean to say is, don't you think running off pirates is a bit beneath you? That's not... Don't get me wrong now. You certainly helped all of us simple folk out. Even so, it seems to me that the proper place for you and your Commander Greil is in the service of the Crimean throne. Well, that's what this old man thinks. We, and Commander Greil, are quite satisfied with the work we do now. You've nary a selfish bone among you. Well then, rest assured we'll speak again if any problems arise. Thank you again. Titania, is something amiss? No, of course not. Our mission is complete, and that's all that matters. You did well today, every one of you. Jobs like this barely make a dent in my incurable boredom. It's like that old buzzard said, there's better work out there. Something with a bit of challenge. Shinon! I'm joking. Joking. Come, Titania. Be honest. Don't you find the work we do a bit disheartening? Unglamorous? What, you too, Gatry? What's gotten into you? Please, look, we're not a band of money-hungry recruits. We're professionals, and we're very good at what we do. Shinon and I have discussed this at length. All of this mundane mercenary work is unworthy of us. We're wasting our talents. I see. You're telling me that you think Commander Greil is mismanaging us. Do I have that right? Whoa, hold it right there. That's not what I'm saying at all. What is it, Titania? What's what? You seem so angry. That's not like you. Exactly. Ike's got the right of it. It's just that Look, we do good work and we help people. I want you to be proud of that. I felt like you were saying that work doesn't bring fame and fortune. Oh my goodness, why did I have such difficulty saying that? I felt like you were saying work that doesn't bring fame and fortune isn't worth doing. That's all. Sorry. And sorry, that took me a while to get that right in my head. No, you're right. We are the ones that ought to apologize. Enough. Let's get going, shall we? Rest is part of our jobs, too. We can't go into the next battlefield exhausted. Now that's a plan. I'm so hungry I could eat a wyvern. Titania. What is it? If you're looking for pride, I have it. You and my father have kept this mercenary group together, and I'm just proud to be a part of it. That's all. I'm surrounded by idealistic fools. What's so wrong with fame? What's wrong with having money to live well? That's another big thing I like about the Greil Mercenaries. It's like they've got different opinions on how things go. Like they're not like they're just people, and they're in the mercenary business, but they've got their own ways and about things and whatnot. And it's even under all of that, they still come together and like work as a family. And that's a big thing I like about the characterization of the Greil Mercenaries. Now, speaking of the Greil Mercenaries, we've got one last member that we're going to meet at the start of this chapter, and he is one of my favorite personal characters in this game. So why don't we get going here? Next chapter, Chapter 4, Roadside Battle. Geez, I wonder if we'll be battling on the road. Alright, regular day at the Mercenary Fort, and another person. And here is the final member of the Greil Mercenary family. Ike, I've got to tell you something. Listen to this. Settle down, Mist. It's too early for you to be yelling like that. Now, what's going on? Soren's back. He's just arrived. Really? That's odd. He wasn't supposed to return for a while yet. I know. I wonder what he's doing back so soon. It's probably nothing to worry about. I'll go and talk to him. Where is he? In the mess hall. I think he wanted to talk to Father. Right, I'll go check there. Troubling news indeed. Gather the troops. Yes, Commander. Ike, if you got time to waste, you've got time to work. Get over to the briefing room. Yes, sir. Oh, hey, what's going on around here? Bad news. Something big is happening, and we need to formulate a plan of action. Soren! Hello, Ike. Long time no see. I'm happy to see you're back. But what happened? I thought you were going to be studying for a while longer. It's a long story. What's the holdup? Get over here now. Let's go. I'll fill you in later. Something big is afoot. You probably remember that Soren's been training with another mercenary group. Well, he's back now. And he has some unbelievable news. What news is that? It's Crimea and Daein. They've gone to war. War? It can't be. That's why I've called everyone here. Soren has some more information. Go ahead, Soren. All right. Take a look at this map. Oh, it's a map of Crimea. Quite detailed from the looks of it. Yes, this is Melior, Crimea's capital. Our base of operations is right around in this area. So quite close, just one river away. Everything started 3 days ago. I needed to do some research, so I went to the archives of Melior's Royal Library. Without warning, the scream of a terrible beast, a wyvern perhaps, rent the air and the building was rocked by a tremor. I rushed outside and saw wave after wave of knights, cavalry, and wyvern riders, each clad in glistening ebon armor, black as night. The Daein army? Correct. Was there provocation? As you know, relations between Crimea and Daein have never been friendly. However, the past centuries have seen only minor skirmishes, nothing that has ever approached the scale of this attack. It was brutal and without warning. Daein laid the capital to waste. I've never seen such destruction on this scale before. A swift attack, devastating and brutal, a daring gambit indeed. But if it succeeds, a very well chosen one at that. Yes, the King of Daein would not hesitate to employ such treacherous tactics. What happened next? King Crimea's brother deployed the Crimean army to meet the attack. The king ordered his people to flee the city before the battle reached them. Fearing the worst, I also fled and made my way here. So we don't know about the tides of battle flow now, do we? That's alright. Word of the war cannot have traveled far yet. We may well be the first ones who know of it out here. You did well to bring us this information, Soren. I know some risk was involved. It was nothing. Daein has invaded Crimea. We may be mercenaries, but this still affects us. What are we going to do? That's the question of the day. How do you see it, Titania? Crimea is the closest thing our company has to a homeland. The Crimean royal family and noble houses have been generous, providing us with many lucrative jobs. From a moral standpoint as well as a business one, it's in our best interest to help Crimea. And you, Soren? I agree on one point. We are mercenaries. We are not Crimea's private militia. No coin has crossed our palms, so I think we should stay out of it. So you would have us sit and watch as Crimea is overrun? I would. Daein's troops are superior in both numbers and morale. The chances of a Crimean victory are slim indeed. But Crimea is ruled by King Ramon, who is known throughout the land for his wisdom, and his brother, Duke Renning, is said to possess peerless valor and courage. Daein may not find victory so easily. Valor and courage are for children's tales. In terms of military prowess, Daein's King Ashnard is every bit Lord Renning's equal. Victory will hinge on troop numbers and supplies, and Daein is superior in both. I think the outcome is painfully obvious. Curse you, Soren, Crimea is not doomed. If they can turn aside Daein's initial thrust and turn it into a test of endurance, with the Crimean army both demoralized and ill-prepared, that simply will not be able to hold out that long. Alright, that's enough. Both of you. I hear what you say. However, we must ascertain the current situation before we can decide on any action. We'll send a scouting party to get a closer look at Melior. Ike, I want you in charge of this. Assemble your men and get going. What, me? Titania will accompany you as an advisor. Commander, you must be joking. He's just a boy, and he's had barely more than a taste of battle. What do you expect a whelp like him to accomplish? Ah, Shinon. Since you're so concerned, you can go as well. Wait, that's not what I... Oh, blast. Who else? Gatry, Reese, and Soren. That should do. Father, wait, why do you want me... That was an order. Get moving. There's no time to waste. Yes, sir. Titania, I'm going out for a bit. I want you to give Ike some direction. Understood. Yes, sir. Ike, wait up. What? Here, this is for you. And we get the Regal Sword. A sword? Where'd you get it? From Father. He told me to come and give it to you. It's beautiful. This is the first sword you've gotten that wasn't a hand-me-down from somebody, isn't it? That's great. Yeah. Well, be careful. Oh, and bring me a souvenir. Something nice. I've never been to Melior before. Missed, I'm not going on a vacation. Sheesh. Alright, well, Ike gets to lead a force for once. So we'll see how well this goes. As we could expect, with a battle. Are you feeling alright, Ike? You haven't said a word in quite some time. I don't understand what my father's doing. Why put a new recruit like me in charge of something so important? You're gonna succeed him as our commander one day. Don't you think he wants you to know how to lead? Me? I don't know if I'm capable. And even if I am, that day's a long way off, right? I mean, I'm inexperienced, weak. I'm nothing compared to my father. I'm not so sure about that. When I look at you, I see a young man full of promise. Commander Greil is a great man, but I think you're every bit his equal. In time, you might even surpass him. Don't be ridiculous. It's just my opinion. You need not pay it any mind. Yet, if you fear your own weakness, why not take this chance to go out and better yourself? That would be more in keeping with your personality, no? I suppose you're right. Alright. How do things look over there, Soren? Same as here. There are corpses strewn everywhere. There are quite a lot of them, especially when you consider how far we are from the capital. Are they Crimean? Judging by the armor, the vast majority of the dead are Daein soldiers. So Crimea has the upper hand? Just the opposite, I think. The Crimean soldiers were members of the Imperial Guard. That means King Ramon, or another member of the royal family, was on the move when Daein soldiers fell on them. Could it have been Lord Renning? No, as long as the Crimean army still draws breath, Lord Renning will not leave their command. Perhaps another member of the court. We've got Daein soldiers moving in on our location, and they don't look happy. Since when do they ever look happy? So So one of our first experiences with the Daein army. You there! Who are you? What are you doing here? We're no one you need. You're armed. Heed me. Drop your weapons and surrender. Act quickly, or else. Listen to me, fool. You're making a mistake. We're not... not going to cooperate, eh? Ready your weapons, men. Move in and kill them all. Headstrong fools. Getting caught up in some skirmish is not part of the plan. But they're obviously not going to listen to us. Greil Mercenaries, get ready to fight. Because this time, we got an army that means business. Alright, Ike. Let's see how you handle the role of captain. Well, what are your orders, boy? We'll do what you say so long as you hurry up and spit it out. I know, I'm thinking. Give me a moment, will you, Shinon? Bah, useless. Better led with mist than some soft, untested whelp. Alright, well, we got another round of the combat menu, so let's figure out what we got here. So, we got access to our first mage unit, the mage Soren. Now, in this game, mages can use 3 different types of elemental magic, and they each have their own triangle, as it were. So, in like Fire Emblems 6, 7, 8, they're like nature magic or anima magic. So this is like the nature magic triangle. So if I remember right, it's, I think wind beats fire, beats electric, beats wind, I think. Future me, correct me if I was wrong there. Good, thank you. But for right now, all we have to do is know that we've got wind magic, and Soren is well-versed in wind. I myself find it really hard to raise magic ranks in this game, but that's just my opinion. So I tend to just stick with whatever magic the particular mage is strong with, and maybe a backup with a different one just in case. Now, while Soren is a bit of a defensively weak unit, Soren does come with a very useful skill in Adept. It's an offensive skill. So if Soren's in battle, whenever Soren is able to attack, if the skill works, one attack will turn into 2 attacks. And what I mean by that is, like, his attack action will go twice. So if he double attacks and gets adept on both of those attacks, he gets to hit 4 times. It's a very, very good skill. Now then, we do have to figure ourselves out here. We don't have Oscar or Boyd this time. So let's figure out who can work with what. I'll figure out the repositioning in just a moment. I need to deal with the items. Your iron sword is just about out. Let's put that lower iron sword there. Reese can hang on to that. Boyd, you can hang on to this iron axe for now. Everyone seems fine there. Let's figure out... you know what? I want to try getting Soren a few levels if I can. So we're going to put the Thief Band onto Soren. That was our new acquisition from the last chapter. And the Thief Band is a skill and speed boosting band. So hopefully that comes into play. Alright. Well, I'm actually going to do a quick swap here. Sure, why not? Titania can hold on to the Priest Band. Might as well. But I am going to take the Fighter Band off of Oscar. There we go. Everyone has one that needs it. Actually, you know what? Might as well. Let's put the Paladin Band onto Reese, and we'll see how that works. Might work, might not. We'll find out. Now, let's figure out what we got here. There's a Javelin that can be dropped. Vulnerary. Okay, so not much. So as you can see, we are very, very outnumbered at this point. So, kind of the same trick as Chapter 2. Either build yourself up a defensive wall, or find a way to get into terrain. That's kind of how they want you to start this chapter off. Now, let me think here. Because we want to keep Soren and Reese out of harm's way for the moment. So if I can get into this corner, that might be a good idea. Let's see how this works. And begin. Now if I'm... Okay, not yet for another command that I could get. So we'll just start here. So yeah, even though this sword fighter can double attack Gatry, there is no cause for alarm. Okay, as long as I build up enough of a wall. Okay, that's good for a starting hit. So how we'll know Adept triggers, there'll be a blue energy wave that comes out from Soren on combat whenever Soren is able to do an attack. So that's how we'll know. Okay, let's put... Gotta get some units ready to go up here for this little wall. So we'll go Titania here, and Reese will go up here. There. Kind of had a feeling that was going to happen. We got a few provokes that are going to happen here. Now this time we do have a staff wielder, so we can heal as we need to. So we're going to have to outlast them for a little bit. We can use Titania to deal a lot of quick damage, because Titania is a very good combat unit. Oh, just strength? Oh, well, at least you can wield a steel lance without a speed penalty, so that's kind of good. Yeah, quite the number of units we have right off the bat, so as long as you can mitigate the combat that's going on, you can make things a little easier. Ooh, that's good. So we'll have Gatry go here. Soren, we're going to do something a little creative here. Shinon, I'm going to have you go up here. Shove. So this can get Soren out of the way. Yeah, no, that's an actual tree. Can't move past that. We'll have Ike down here. We'll have Titania up here. So Ike should be fine for a bit. At least that's the intent. Do a couple good rounds of combat here. So if I can make things work, I can more easily train Soren. Okay, no double attacks on the soldiers. And if I do need to, I can have Titania chip in with a hand axe. Alright, that's looking good so far. So here's what we're gonna do. Because of the shoving mechanic, I can continue tanking, and I can shove Riss out of the way. So we'll let Soren get a few swings of combat in here. Nicely done. Just trying to get a few levels anyways. But we do need to reduce their numbers, and I'm going to do just that. I'll see where the archers move. It might be a good idea if I take out the archers. You'll take your sweet time in the bush, that's fine. Alright, we're doing okay. Oh, it's always fun seeing a knight dodge. Oh, double attack! Okay. Alright, so going for Ike. Thankfully, I know the archers aren't too strong by themselves. Alright. Good move so far. Now I can take you out. So we'll do just that. That's good. Doing fine. So I am going to take care of an archer. Just like that. Now we'll have Ike move back. Put Shin on here. Might as well take care of the archer while we're at it. There we go. Now they're all trying to heal. Keep Gatry there for now. Alright, just as expected. Alright, will this work? Oh, that was a crit! Nice! Oh, so close. Alright, can I could probably level up. Let's get the level up. See how this works. Hey, we got a point of res, and that was after I took the band off. Alright. Heal up. 1, 2... Yeah, should be fine. Just counting some movement spaces in my head there, because I know the bush will hinder movement for a bit, so I think Soren is safe. Yes, yes, and yes. I mean, if I really needed to, I could move Titania down. Okay, good. As long as they're not moving, I can just keep having fun with this. Like, get some levels up on Soren here. Alright, first level up. Let's see if this works. Okay. A little extra defense doesn't hurt. Alright. If they're so willing to attack, let's see how this works. And everyone at present is safe. Now, are they going to attack? They are going to attack. Kind of figured. And down. Alright, so they're going out of their healing AI into going to attacking, which is fine. Hey, a dodge! Alright, another level up for Gatry. Let's see what we get. Ooh, that's good. Hey, as long as we get more bulk and more strength, that's fine. Alright, well, we've withstood the initial onslaught, which is great. Actually, what would be better? If I kept going through like this, I can mitigate damage. So why don't we do just that? Have Shinnen go there. Gatry can come down here. Soren move over there. Ike move here. Actually move there because I'm going to heal you up that 1 point. Because that's the only way staff wielders get experience, and I just wish it was much easier. So we'll get these soldiers on the move here. Okay, archer moves, but at least Shinnon can actually take this archer out. Alright, no danger. Alright, no one else moving. That's good. Alright, so you stay down there. Just Iron Lances all around. Alright, how well will this go? enough? It is not, but I can shove you. Now, another really cool thing. It does take more movement to shove move through things like bushes and other harsh terrains. But shoving a unit through them will not impact that in any way. So I can literally shove people around in these bushes, and that takes care of a lot of movement problems. So, why don't we do this? We'll come down here. We'll take you out. Aha! Break your weapons upon me, for I feel no pain. And we'll just take you out. And then Titania, show us how it's really done. Look at that. And then Shannon, you can just stay there. Oh, you have to go to heal. Not cool. However, you stayed there. So why don't we see what happens here? Alright. Second round, same as the first. Why don't we just keep going with this? Let's go, Ike. And we'll just go there. Now wrists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, totally fine. You can stop running away now. At least you're not running away. Cool. More company. Alright, nothing else moving. Fine with me, let's just keep up the practice. Alright. Oh, Titania did take that hit there, that's right. Alright, level up for wrists. Oh, nice. Now, what band did I give you again? The Paladin band. Oh, HP and speed. Well, I guess that helps. Alright, let's get everyone moved up here. Should be fine for the now. This soldier will probably keep trying to attack Shinnon, if not go for a vulnerary. That's right. Stay there. Yes, stay there. Allow me to keep practicing. Now, we could also use a bit of a heal up there. So we'll do just that. Haha! More experience. And then, just in case, we'll shove you out of the way. Hey, no one said you could leave. Although in a hilarious twist, that does allow me to box you in here so that Soren can, okay, almost box you in. Now, what would happen in this case? 9? Okay. Now, if you're going to stick to healing, I'll just stick to staying here. Now, that might have been a bad play, but we'll see what happens. Now, I am going to do this, because I know what's likely about to happen. So we'll have wrist ready to go, because that is a block. Let's find out. Going for a heal, okay. This, I am fine whittling their numbers down. Because I'm expecting the boss to move at some point, but that could just be my paranoia. Vulnerate for our trouble. That's what I was afraid of. Oh, went for a better target. Pardon me there. Blasted mercenaries, they're better than I expected. Even so, they'll not prove a match for Daein's finest. Yeah, how's that going for you, by the by? Even a crit and still barely anything. But, provocation to archers, that is a blessing. One and two. Alright, now then, we've got the boss on the move. Speed stat of 6 to your speed of 8. So this would be just one hit. If I could get it just right, Soren could handle that. Titania, can you do anything about that? My goodness. Shannon, how about you? Just ended up being that exact number. Now, I forgot to mention at the very beginning of this, the Regal Sword here has a special benefit of being effective against cavalry and knights. So this is one way for Ike to be effective against horseback units and armor units. Oops. Steel Sword is 5. That puts him down to 9. That would not be enough. Oh boy. Well, you know what? Let's hope Shinnon doesn't crit. It's not like it's going to be the end of the world, but I'm just going to hope you don't crit. Because I would like Soren to get this final hit. Nicely done, Shinnon. Alright, well that's good. So Soren can come in here and do the final blow. Yep, and guaranteed hit. Can I make it worth it? Yeah, let's just do a little bit of extra stuff here. Because why not, right? Can anyone get a heal? Well, Ike needed one, but can't do it without killing the boss, so sorry, Riss. A mage, eh? I'll have to keep my guard around you no matter how young you look. You forced this combat. We cannot allow you to return home. Are you ready to die? And there we go. Ugh, wretched curs. You will regret your decision to oppose Daein. Are you sure about that? Alright, level up for Soren. What do we get? Magic, skill, and resistance. Hey, that's fair. And a javelin for our trouble. And that is a victory! Did we suffer any casualties? Any wounded or dead? No? Excellent! Well done! I don't know. Taking out these Daein soldiers may have been a bad move. Hey, Shinnon, what are you doing? This swine's got some nice weapons. Besides, he ain't gonna complain. He won't need them where he's going. Shinnon! Get a hold of yourself. You can't afford such behavior right now. Steal from the dead on your own time. I wanted to be a thief. Let me be a thief for a bit. What, you judgmental little... Soren, Shinnon, stop this at once. This is no place for us to waste time bickering amongst ourselves. Let's clear out of here. You have to tell the commander what happened. Let's take this road. We should be able to cut through the forest and... Huh? Something wrong? No. As I said, this road... Wait, Ike. I just saw something move on the far side of that thicket. A wounded soldier, perhaps? Let's go have a look now. Careful now. Oh no. Did you find anything, Riss? It's a woman. Leave her. We shouldn't get involved in matters that don't concern us. I don't know. Judging from how she looks, I'd say that's pretty important business no matter what way you look at it. Oh, thank goodness. It looks like she's merely fainted. Right, we better take her with us for now and make sure she's all right. Give me a hand, will you, Riss? Of course. I don't like this. It's almost like it's gonna mean something for our future if we do this. And you are correct for that, because next time on this playthrough, the real journey is about to start. So hopefully you'll look forward to the next episode when the story will pick up and a lot of adventuring is about to happen. So hopefully you will join me on the next episode. So until then, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, stay safe, and have a good day.